Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss some news that just came out today about Neve Campbell. Now, as much as I would love to say that it is breaking news that she's back for Scream 6 to solve another ghost-faced killer mystery, it is not that. However, it is breaking news that we will be seeing her return very soon to solve a different kind of mystery. Let's go! So Variety has published an article today that gives the full scoop on Neve, and the headline reads, Neve Campbell to headline David E. Kelley and Michael Connelly ABC series Avalon. Now the article goes on to say, the show hails from co-creators David E. Kelley and Michael Connelly, with the show based on a short story that Connelly wrote. It was ordered straight to series at ABC in February. Now the series takes place in the main city of Avalon on Catalina Island, where LA Sheriff Department Detective Nicole, nicknamed Nick Searcy, which is Neve Campbell, heads up a small office. Catalina has a local population that serves more than 1 million tourists a year, and each day when the ferries arrive, hundreds of potential news stories enter the island. Detective Searcy is pulled into a career-defining mystery that will challenge everything she knows about herself and the island. So, love the description right off the bat. And I have to say that I'm especially looking forward to this one because of David E. Kelley, one of my favorite television show runners. He's actually currently doing the Lincoln Lawyer series right now that does star Neve on Netflix and where she's at. But also, he goes back a long way. He's the one that brought us the great show Boston Legal, one of my favorite series when it was on. Little Lies, also on HBO, and the Hulu original 9 Perfect Strangers with Samara Weaving, who's in Scream 6. That was a great little show. I thought it was pretty good. Limited run series. And also the current show Big Sky, that is also on one of the networks. He's behind that show as well. So he has quite a pedigree of writing really good television shows and Emmy Award-winning shows. Also, Michael Connelly, he wrote one of my most favorite shows based on his books, Bosch. The show Bosch, if you've ever seen that. There's like 7 seasons, I believe. I watched them all. Love the show. He's the one that wrote the author of the Bosch novels. So it's a really good team that's bringing this show together. So I'm extremely excited. When I saw David E. Kelley and Michael Connelly's names, I immediately perked up because I'm like, oh, okay, wait a second. This is not just a standard fare kind of a thing. These guys are veterans. They've been around. They know how to write good dramas and a good mystery. So very excited to see what we're going to get from this show based on them alone. Top shelf. Now, her character also is pretty intriguing to me, being the lone detective, assigned to the LA County Sheriff's Substation there. And she's described as being somewhat inscrutable, and she isn't easily intimidated and holds firm to her morals. And that reminds me of another character that she's played in 5 movies over the last 25 years. Very Sidney Prescott-like when you hear the terms of like not easily intimidated, holding firm to her morals. That's Sidney, very much. You could describe that that same description fits right to her. So I think it's going to be a really natural role for what Neve's been doing. I think she's going to be great in it. Seeing how well she is as Sidney Prescott, I think that's going to translate really, really great. And as far as the show itself, I really do hope this is that kind of mystery that has a lot of red herrings and a great hard to solve or figure out mystery. One of those ones where, if it's 10 episodes, you're at episode 8 and you're still not quite sure. You got a theory, but you're not quite sure. those kind. Those are hard to find. I mean, a lot of times you can see these things kind of coming ahead of time, but David E. Kelley, Michael Connelly, some of those shows they've done really well, and I think in keeping it masked, keeping it under wraps so that it's not quite as predictable and easy to figure out as some other shows that you may see. So my hopes are really high. Now, apparently that she was actually signed on for this show back in February, and Deadline now is the first one that broke out and confirmed the casting, but it looks like it occurred back in February. They're just going public now. So it's been in the works for quite some time. And the show is slated to debut during the 2022-2023 season. So if that follows through like typical network television, and this is on ABC, so it is an ABC network show, then it could be coming as soon as next September. It could be happening in September, or it could be one of those shows that debuts when the normal shows are off. You know how they put those supplemental shows in? This could be one that debuts in January, something like that. Easily could see that happen as well. So don't suspect we'll see it in September, but I do think once these shows go on their break time after the Christmas break, we'll start to see the new shows pop up for a couple of months, and then the others come back. So I think that's probably when we'll see it. I would guess January, February timeline. Now, let's not forget, though, this is not the only new Neve Campbell TV show. She has been quite the busy bee. So not only has she got the Lincoln Lawyer show, which has been renewed for a second season, but she's also going to be starring in the upcoming Peacock series based on the Twisted Metal video game franchise. And that's going to be coming up as well. Don't have a release date right now on that one in front of me, but it's coming up also. So a lot of Neve Campbell going on right now on multiple platforms. Netflix, Peacock soon, and then ABC first of the year. So great coverage for Neve. I think that's fantastic. Love to see it. She's she's such a kind person, and she does such a wonderful job in her shows and her movies that I've seen her in. Never disappoints. And with all this mess going on right now with this business executive at Spyglass and Lantern, not paying her fairly, and the whole sexist stuff that's going on with them, I'm really happy to see her getting more and more work here in the business, in the industry. And it's only going to continue to position her in a better place for Scream 7, which I still think is a very good chance we're going to see her in Scream 7. Lots of time to work on that negotiation. They got over a year. So fingers crossed for that. But anyway, guys, I want to know what you had to think about this now. What do you think about this show? Do you like the idea and the premise for this show, Avalon, that will be coming to ABC? And how do you think Neve's going to do? I think she's going to do great. Sounds like the character was written for her perfectly. So let me know what your guys' opinions are. Do you think you'll watch it, take a look at it, or are you going to just pass on it altogether? Not your thing. Let me know. Leave your comments right now in the comment section below so we can discuss it together. Well, guys, I'm going to leave it there for now, but I'll be back soon with more Scream, Halloween Ends, and other horror movie content. Even though this one really wasn't a horror movie, it's our Scream Queen. I got to, I include it. I got to include it. All right. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.